Hello, Mr. Orbital Potato.
Hello.
We're playing Fortnite.
Oh, we're back again after all this time.
It's one episode. It's just one episode.
It
It's
always
just-
starts with one episode.
It is, but it's just one episode. Because it's a very special occasion today. Do you know what the special occasion is today?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday, and you specifically asked me for the birthday present of recording Fortnite.
That's right.
And I complied.
That's right.
Yep. Happy birthday. How old are you?
Thank
20?
you. I am 69
20.
years old. Can you believe it?
Oh, that's crazy. My
69
mom
years
just
old.
turned 69 years old.
I know. We
And your
celebrated
mom
together.
also turned 69 years old. That's crazy. So many birthdays in such a short period of time.
There must be something going around.
Yep,
Don't
something
know.
in the air.
Something in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
COVID-69, I'm pretty sure is the disease.
I've missed this. Just kidding.
There's something about Fortnite that it's because there's no actual good gameplay. It brings out the best in us. It really does.
When did you last play? What's the
God, like a month ago, month and a half. There's a lot of trees on the map. That's it. Other than that, it's just Fortnite, man.
It's just Fortnite. Can we get a sweaty dub?
It would be on another level if we somehow pulled off a sweaty, slurpy George W. in
A
this one.
slurpy George W.
Yep. But no, the reality is the reason we're playing Fortnite instead of Don't Starve, which if you all have missed the Don't Starve series, we're not necessarily done quite yet. But we figured that talking about the most important thing that has happened to Orbital this year, and that I equally got to take part, well, probably not equally take part in, but I at least got to take part in it, is the fact that you're now a married man.
Yeah, I got married in Scotland, in a wedding, to an actual person. Like somebody actually wanted to marry me.
They're
Is that not
real,
insane?
Which is the part that, leading up to the wedding, I was still not convinced that they were real.
You know what? Even talk about it now, it's just mad. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
It's bonkers. You know.
It's pretty nuts, and I got to go to Scotland and watch it happen.
Did you you enjoy yourself?
I loved every damn second, and I mean, you know this because we've talked ad nauseum about it at this point, but
yeah,
I enjoyed every single second of my time in Scotland, bar like a couple of stupid things that I do want to talk about. I have an entire list in my phone that is quite literally labeled weird effed up Europe things that are just weird things that I noticed while we were there's a Spider-Man glove here. Apparently those are still in the game. But I just have a huge list of wacky things that I wanna bring up and talk about and get your opinion on. But I do want to quickly just add that it was a beautiful wedding. Like it was a lovely ceremony, fun afterward, doing a bunch of Scottish folk dancing, and it was an absolute pleasure to be able to be there, to see you and to see your lovely significant other on your wedding day, and Orbital ended up...
Wife is the phrase you're looking for there.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was trying
It's
to
mad.
I was trying to keep your privacy as to whether or not you were married to a man or a woman, but we can call her a wife, I suppose. It would have, look, a lot of people, I don't know if you realize this, but a lot of people in my Discord, like new people to my Discord that aren't super fans of the channel, every time somebody would join and then ask and be like, why hasn't Alexa been uploading or streaming? They would go, oh, he's at his wedding in Scotland. And then they would go, his wedding? And then everybody in my community would go, yes, him and Orbital Potato got married. And most people were believing it. and legitimately were like, I didn't know they were dating. I didn't know that their relationship was like that, and my community just full on made it seem like we were in a committed, loving relationship.
You know what? Who says we aren't?
Who says that we are not married now? Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
So,
well, you know, just to be serious for a mere moment, it was really great to have you across. Like, it was such a delight, and it was so nice, because it's a weird thing, you know. I mean, it's what the heck is this? A Cybertron cannon. Am I gonna fire like it's like I've got Optimus Prime's leg on my shoulder? Sounds a bit weird. But like
Incredible.
it was really nice to have you across. I mean, it's a strange thing when you like record, I mean, literally for hundreds of hours together, and then you're just there in the flesh.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it was
strange
super strange, and it was like everybody that I had to talk to about it, because obviously I had to take like time off from work, and I had to, you know, do other. Like tell family that I was going. There's a purple thermal DMR right there if you're interested. I had to tell all these people, and then they would be like, "Oh, you're going to a wedding in Scotland? Like, who's it for?" And then I have to be like, "Well,
is this guy that I met online?
This is a guy that I've literally never met in person before." And then they're like, "Are you like sure that you're not gonna end up on MTV for being catfished?" And I'm like, "I mean, I'm like pretty sure, but I suppose there's a chance." Like,
yeah. What would it have been if just like you turned up here and I don't know, maybe I could have given you like a completely
different
like,
address.
Place.
Yeah, I'm telling you, up until because the first night that we were there, Anna and I got dinner with Orbital and his fiance, and they basically just gave us the address to the restaurant. So Anna and I just like rolled through the cities of Scotland trying to find the restaurant, went into the, I don't even think I told you this component. We go into the restaurant and there's like a waiter at the front, and he goes, and he didn't speak a lot of English, I'm going to tell you. So he was kind of like looking at us, and we were like, he goes, dinner for
Sky?
two? And we were like, no, we're meeting two people. And he goes, what's their name? And that's when I was like, you probably don't know him as Orbital Potato. So then like I said your real life name, and the guy just kind of looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like, maybe they're not here yet. And he was like, well, how about just like look in this room, do you see him here? And he's like taking us throughout the entire restaurant, just like showing us like little dogs in the in the hall trying to find their owner. And then, you know, eventually we saw you and sat down. And then I was like, okay, good. I'm not getting catfish.
Dude, I had the same experience when I came into the restaurant, because I was like, I'm here for dinner for two people. And they were like,
oh, let's go.
Snap. It was good.
Yeah, dinner with two people and don't necessarily know their names.
Yeah. Like that, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But we managed. We got there. It was nice. It was lovely.
It was a great time, a great experience. It was my first time in the UK, but not my first time in Europe. So I was already like, there were some things that we had planned for, and then there were other things that we had no clue. Like one thing that we learned is, did not realize you guys use a different power adapter than the rest of the EU.
Okay. I mean, so did you bring?
So
you
we
bring your European
had
stuff.
bought EU adapters so that we could go from American to EU, and then we're in the hotel and it's a UK adapter in the wall, or like an outlet in the wall, and we have our EU one, and we're just kind of like jamming it into different holes in the wall. And we're like, how does this fit? This don't fit in the wall. It was very confusing. So
That is fantastic.
that was one thing that
Uh-huh.
was annoying.
But you survived. You got over that.
I mean, we walked down to a local convenience store basically and just bought a UK adapter.
Yeah.
I'm out like €5 for that I'm never, £5 that I'm never gonna get back, but got the job done at least. Although I will say Anna had like a curling iron type thing, like an electric brush is the best way for me to word it. And when she plugged it into the wall, I don't think that thing was made for the amount of voltage you guys have, because it definitely started smoking in the wall in the hotel. So we maybe almost set the hotel on fire, but that's not important, right? Oh, there's shots from somewhere. Oh, I think that's just
Me?
you shooting.
Oh, got him. Too easy.
Great shot. I didn't even
Thank
see
you.
the guy.
I've got a hollow thermonuclear scope.
Yep. that makes
You know the
sense.
type.
Yep. The type, yep.
The type, yeah. Okay, so that was one of the things that annoyed you. I mean, I think we've got double the voltage, but half the hertz or something from you guys.
I don't know what the specifics is, but the reality is it's a lot more voltage, and it goes back to the whole tea kettle debacle.
Exactly.
Like I got to witness it in firsthand. Now I never did actually like boil water in a kettle that entire time that I was there, and I really should have, just so I could, like, that would have been a banger tweet. I don't know what I was thinking. to not
Yeah,
do
you
that.
missed one
A
there.
huge missed opportunity. But no, I mean, you guys definitely, even like phones charge faster because you guys just like overload the battery in the cell phone. It was very interesting. I liked it, to be fair. I wish that I would have known that you guys had a different power adapter.
But you're gonna have to come back to use that power adapter.
I'm gonna have to
again.
come back to use that power adapter again. I think
That's right.
That's exactly the point. So yeah, that was one thing. Driving on the left was another thing that I'm just gonna be honest. I did not get used to it at all. I'm happy that I didn't rent a car because I would have killed somebody like day one.
You know what? you would have been fine. Let me tell you. So we went honeymooning in Italy afterwards, and I mean, Italy is a nation of driving lunatics. I mean, you would have been fine on the UK's roads in comparison to some of the clowns that are driving over there.
That's fair.
Crazy.
That's fair.
But it's so weird, like looking in the other direction when you're crossing the road. Like
Yep.
it's just like one of these inbuilt things that you just don't think about. You just take for granted, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, there's a car that is coming right at me that I didn't see, even
Yeah.
though I looked.
No, like genuinely, there were multiple times that I got on the bus, and then it would go through like a roundabout, which was another thing that's wild about Europe to me. Is I saw one, I guess not even Europe, because I definitely saw them when I was in France and Germany. I saw one stop sign the entire time that we were in Scotland.
Really?
Like, I literally never saw any stop signs. You go down the street, like, there's stop signs. There's a stop sign to get out of my apartment. Like, there's a stop sign to... I could probably look out my window right now and count, like, 7 stop signs right now. They're everywhere.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And it's probably because, like, dumb Americans need to be told, like, not to drive in the
When
middle
to
of
stop.
the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Although
yeah.
I will say there's like there are dashed lines on the road which like indicate like an implied stop sort of thing.
Yeah.
The stop signs are for full stop. You have to come to a full stop, whereas the lines on the road are like come to a stop, but like you don't have to if you don't need to. Sort of
Gotcha.
thing, you know?
I see.
Oh look, there's a mafia team. What is this?
I don't know.
iCard? Should we take him?
Do you want to go kill him?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is an interesting fight to take from all the way up here, but you know what? It's
Why?
working pretty well, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
He's got two henchmen.
Kill his
with him.
goons, yeah.
This is a pretty intense battle, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I mean, super intense.
I feel so in danger.
Okay,
Great shooting. is
Nice.
actually the best.
Who's
I'm
the
pretty
boss?
sure you can jump off this. Yeah. Hop on a rail, but then jump off.
Good call. Oh, it didn't jump on a rail. Oh, come on. It had to, it had to happen at some point.
Okay, just gonna res you real quick.
The rails, I got railed.
Yep. By let me guess, my mother. There's a med mist right here if you want.
I got one. I got one. Is that you? Do you want the rifle? The
No,
gun?
I don't, to be honest. I am. Okay. So there's a vault over here though that this key card goes to. It pointed me towards it.
Beautiful.
I'm over here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hopefully there's things of value in here. But yeah, driving on the left, like, very, very weird. Multiple times that I genuinely, like, thought we were going to crash into a wall, and then he just, like, turned the other direction. I was like, oh yeah. And, like, I never got used to it. I continued to think I was going to crash into a wall each time I got into the bus.
Yeah.
But the bus driver is probably paid, like, at least a livable wage to not crash the bus every time he drives. So I probably should have, like, a little faith, but...
I mean, I get it. Like, buses are scary things. Like, they're just so... The roads are smaller here. It's not a...
I think that's actually accurate. Yeah.
It legitimately
they
is.
are a little small in terms of road size.
Should we just go
I'm
back
trying
up
to go back up. Yeah.
Yeah. Camp up there.
I kind of like the height. And when the circle's just kind of closing in on us, more than happy to take my free win from up top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
These rails kind of slap actually.
Yeah.
I dig it.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
I'm a
see.
grinder.
Other. You're not helping the allegations. I'm gonna tell you.
No, I'm big grinder. Yeah, big grinder.
Yep. Do you even have the app on your phone?
I do. Yeah. I grind all the time.
I have a big bush bomb, by the way. Which
You have a big bush bomb?
I'm not gonna talk about the implications, but.
I mean, ironically, I think that is actually just put a bigger target on our backs, but I appreciate the sentiment.
You gotta hide in the bush for it to.
You gotta hide in the bush.
Not look inconspicuous.
You gotta nuzzle all your way inside the bush.
Yep.
You just gotta do it.
Gotta just shove your face right in there.
That's right.
Yep. Anyway, let's see. Other things that were weird about Europe or Britain, UK, Scotland, but I also enjoyed a lot. Okay, good call. Freaking love the fact that there's like no waiters or waitresses in like most of your restaurants, and it's just I order on a phone via their website or an app, and then they just bring the food to me, and I never interact with anybody.
It's great. It's such a great,
amazing. Like I got so used to not interacting with people and just interacting with like Anna, which is one of the only people I want to ever interact with.
I will say, it's still an option to
like talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I guess I mean like the older generation probably is not the.
I don't know what the heck this does.
The older generation is probably not too keen to
God.
start scanning QR codes, is my bet.
Yeah, I don't know what hit me, by the way, there. I presume somebody, but...
I'd imagine somebody. I think they're also coming over here to kick our butt. Yeah, heals. Here's these.
Yeah, I've got a Slurpee W.
Okay.
Oh, no, we're...
Oh, they're here, but we're also circled. Hop on the rail, jump down. This is a little bit of a disaster, but...
Yeah, it's a little scuffed.
Yeah. Fortunately, I had Spider-Mans, but I don't think that you did. Oh, you definitely are moving quick, so maybe you were... Oh, yeah, he's grinding.
He's grinding. He's
so
a grinder.
Good at grinding. You are slowly dying, but not that much.
That's okay. I'm gonna slurp.
Okay.
I should be fine now.
Chuggy W.
Chuggy W.
Okay.
Slurpy George.
I like it. Oh, there's a car here? I'm in the car with them? I'm just like chilling in the car with them. I don't really know.
Sorry,
what
I'm
my plan
downing
here
somebody
is.
real quick.
Okay. I'm with the enemy. Okay, I'm no longer with the enemy. I'm gonna get back to you.
I'm fighting for my life.
Okay, you're doing great, sweetie. It's going to be okay.
Over there.
I'm going.
Oh,
Where the heck is he?
close. He's so close to be dead.
Oh, I
to
see
be
him.
dead. But there are others near
Got him.
near me. Honestly, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. I'm coming. If I die, it's okay. It's okay. I think these were the boys that you were joyriding. Ah.
I think I got blown up by the
That's a sweaty
Megatron.
tryhard.
Well, they were so sweaty.
That was a sweaty tryhard.
That was good though. Got the juices back flowing a little bit.
You know what? Honestly, I actually really enjoyed that. That was really good. That was good. Why are we playing Don't Starve?
I don't know, man. When you make so many episodes, it just people want new things, right? Commenters, nobody wants the Fortnite series back. That's what you call bait, right there.
Yeah, that's fanning the flames of comment engagement.
Yep.
That's a classy move. That's a classy move.
My favorite to do.
Okay, so you didn't like the plugs, you didn't like the driving on the other side of the road, but you did like the ordering on the app and getting
Absolutely.
your food and your drinks to your
Yep.
to your seat. I will say that's like a pub chain thing. It's like you go into a pub chain, you're like, oh, pub chain's got an app, table number, bish bash bosh, easy peasy. It's fantastic.
It bangs.
It is great.
It really is. It's a gem of a system.
It's so good. It's so good. So what else? What else do you hate about the country?
That I hate about the country?
Or you dislike, or you found weird, you found funky?
Still don't get the milk and tea. I tried it many times. I think I tried it probably 4 times while I was there. You guys are just actively making tea worse. Like, this is why you get the bad reputation of your tea, like your tea habits being weird and your tea tasting like ass, because you guys are just ruining tea.
How much milk are you putting in?
I'm a small amount. I mean, we're not talking a large amount of milk in the tea.
Okay, good. I think that's right.
Yeah, but it's just watering it down to where it just you
It's
ruin
milking it
all the
down.
flavor. you milk it down,
You milk it down.
and it ruins all the flavor of the tea.
It deepens the flavor.
It does no such thing. I'm gonna be honest.
You clearly just did it wrong.
I might have done it wrong, and I'm willing. Here's the issue though. If it's a damn science experiment every time I get my morning cup of tea, where if I go 10 milliliters over or 10, 11 milliliters, I don't know how many milliliters I should put in, but if I go a tiny amount over the
Honestly,
required amount, then you know what? Just give me the tea without the milk to begin with. I'd rather have better tea with no milk than have the chance to screw it up.
This is part of the reason I drink coffee. I don't really drink tea. I like tea. It's fine, but it's just too inconsistent for me. Like,
Okay,
it's
as long
just
as you
too
can admit that there's
inconsistent.
an inconsistency.
100%, I'm with you, but that being said, it's like when it bangs hard. Like if you make a good cup of tea, it's
I
just
love
like,
a good cup of tea. I'm not gonna lie.
it hogs.
Like
you know?
I'm not a coffee drinker, unfortunately. So I didn't really drink any coffee while we were there. But I'm a big tea guy. I would, people talk about British tea, right, as being not ass. And everywhere I went, I was. The other thing is, like, you guys take it so seriously where they bring out, you get like 1 cup of tea, and you just order like tea on the menu, and it's an entire pot of tea.
Teapot. Yeah.
And it's
Teapot is the word they use. Yeah.
Teapot is the word, yeah. but it's like 9 cups of tea that they expect you to drink in that one sitting.
That is,
and it's like
very
€1.50,
based.
and that's it, or £1.50.
Very, very dependent on the type of establishment. Sometimes you'll just get a cup of tea with a tea bag in that you have to like self-dispose of. Sometimes you'll get like a teapot. Other times you won't. You know, it's a...
I see.
It's a flexible thing. It's a flexible system.
Because don't get me wrong, like I kind of like the idea of having a whole pot of tea, especially when I'm getting an entire pot of tea and I paid like, I don't know, a couple coins out of my pocket. But then the other part is like, if I drank 9 cups of tea, I'd probably like die from a caffeine overdose. So I'm not sure it's the best idea to do that anyway.
I'm kind of with you on that. I think I don't know. Look, I'm not the right person to defend the honor of tea here. I mean, I'm partly defending it for the honor of my nation, but really, I'm a bit of a heretic in the fact that I don't drink it myself, so I can't really like.
Okay.
I don't really care.
I respect that, to be honest.
Besmirch tea all you like.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
I'm happy to besmirch it. On the same topic though, like $1.50 for tea, not a key. I just picked up 2 keys in the game, so my brain immediately gravitated. Everything in your country is like cheap as hell in comparison to the States.
Really?
Like an ungodly amount. I'm talking every restaurant that I went to in Scotland, I was able to buy drinks or a meal for under £10 in every single spot. Like I did not pay, except for one restaurant in Dublin when we were in Dublin. I did not pay over £10 for any dish or drink.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Everything was cheap. In the US, it's like you get one cocktail at a restaurant, that is $14 for the one cocktail.
Yeah, and then you have to tip the person.
And, and then you'll tip the person, yeah. Like, that was the wild part, is it was all cheap, and then there was no tip.
No. Well, you can tip, but there's no tip expected.
Yeah.
Is, a good way of putting it.
Yeah. And it's like I was tipping out my ass while I was there, because I'm just used to tipping people, and then they'd all give you a look like, why are you giving me money? And then they'd be like, thank you. And I think some people were like, I get it, you're American, so I'll take your money. But
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad your experience was that. I mean,
it was amazing.
It's far from like the cheapest place in Europe. There's a lot of more affordable tourist destinations.
I see.
Now
I remember like when we were in France and Germany last year, it was like comparable to the States. Like it was not drastically different in either direction. So I kind of just thought that's how it was everywhere. But then some of these pubs, like I remember going into a more like fancy bar, and I think we talked to you about this one, but we went into like a fancy bar that was known as like a cocktail. Yeah, that's
very
the one.
fancy.
Yep. A fancy cocktail bar, and none of the drinks on the menu had a price on them. And we were like, we're about to pay like $20 for a cocktail. And they were like really weird, funky drinks. But it's like that's on a nice vibe. So we went for it and we were like, we're on vacation. We'll just, you know, it'll be fine. We'll spend it. And then the drinks were like $9.50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's more on the hill, man. It's bad.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
Yeah. There's some behind me too. I'm dead. I don't know how you're alive, to be honest. There's actually teams in every direction.
Yeah,
you're just kind of vibing, to be honest. I'm trying to crawl to you. I might make it there, to be honest. Nope, they're gonna kill me. Okay, I'm dead. It's a good try. You got a guy on the right of you as well. Yeah.
How do respawn cards in this game work now?
You gotta pick me up. Pick up mine. Best of luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Here's the other wild thing though about price of things. You guys also include the sales tax and everything.
It's so much better,
it's
isn't it?
so much better. Like you actually know what you're paying instead of just having to like guess what the sales tax is going to be on a given object. Like
How's this guy able to hit me?
I don't know. I thought you definitely. No, this is interesting.
Attempt to open doors.
All right.
That didn't really work out.
All right.
But to be honest, I felt like I could have done better there. Robbed.
I mean, I was dead, so you did about as good as
we
it
were
could be.
sandwiched.
Yeah,
we were sandwiched a little bit there.
Stuck between a lot of rocks and some hard places at the same time.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question? You were asking something.
No, it was just sales taxes.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's awesome. It's very great.
I just don't understand why, like, you wouldn't include it in the first place.
Yep.
I get it, you know, it's different between states, but just add it on the sticker.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
because then you don't have to do like arithmetic, like wherever you go. It's like, oh sure, Oklahoma's 10% and California's 15%. Oh, you don't have to remember the maths. You just like,
yep.
It's just there.
Yep. I'm with you. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it
makes
no sense.
You just watch this guy go up and then fall right back down.
Yeah, and he slaughtered me. Like, how is that? How's that possible?
That was pretty.
I feel ashamed.
That was pretty good.
Anyway, what else? Keep going. I'm enjoying this
dude,
list.
I'm telling you, there's more. I've got so like your condiments that you keep on a table at a bar. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys still do ketchup in a lot of places, and then you also do mayo in a lot of places. Which shelf stable mayo on the table is a little messed. I'm not gonna lie.
A little sussy. Yeah, I agree.
But then the third one that is not a standard in the States by any means whatsoever, but is freaking awesome because I love it. You guys do malt vinegar like everywhere.
Yep. It's for the fish.
Yeah, and for the chips.
It's for the fish. Yeah, and for the chips.
It's amazing. Absolutely. Like that is, I'm gonna tell you, that's not a thing in the States. Like I do malt vinegar on, well, we call them French fries, but I do malt vinegar on fries, but that is not the standard norm in the States. It's put the high fructose corn syrup ketchup on everything.
Yeah, dude, salt and vinegar just slaps. It just slaps.
It's the best
just
flavor
good.
for I'm with you.
I agree.
Yep.
It's definitely in my top 3 like best chip flavor as well. Like chip, your chip.
I mean, look, it's Fortnite. Give me the top 3.
So I rate prawn cocktail like very highly.
Excuse me?
As a chip.
You rate what now?
Crisp. Prawn cocktail. Have you never heard of prawn cocktail? Prawn cocktail.
So that's
prawn
just
cocktail's like a dish.
Yeah, we call it shrimp cocktail, but
shrimp cocktail, sure.
You got chips flavored as shrimp cocktail?
It tastes nothing like prawn. I don't like prawns, but I love prawn cocktail.
Does it just taste like the cocktail sauce?
It tastes like it's like spicy tomato sauce.
Yeah, cocktail sauce.
You know,
yeah,
like
kinda.
like the cocktail sauce. Sure.
Okay. And that's a stand. Like you're going into local grocery store, and that's
garage,
a standard.
You know, any garage sale thing. You know what I'm
garage sale where people sell like their old antiques. You could pick up a bag of prawn cocktails.
What are you talking about? It's where people sell their garages. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
No, like a garage, like a gas station. That's the word I'm looking for.
Gas station.
Yeah. You're getting yourself a little
prawn
packet,
cocktail.
a little pack of prawn cocktail.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Now I'm like curious. There's a boomerang in this game. What the hell does this do? All right. Yeah, that's a boomerang for sure. If you want to get to full shield, there's a truck here.
Ooh, a Slurpee truck. Good call.
Slurpee truck. What other? So prawn cocktail, salt and vinegar. What else is common?
I mean, salt and vinegar. You've got your cheese and onion.
Okay. Also
classic.
uncommon in the States, I'm gonna tell you.
Really?
Yeah. Sour cream and onion we do, but not cheese and onion.
Yeah, cheese and I mean, it's basically the same, to be honest. Like, it tastes very similar.
Okay.
It's, you know...
But if you saw my
soury,
face right now,
taste.
it's a little skeptical, but I'll humor it.
Okay, but you got the...
If you want a cannon, feel free.
Did I see somebody here, or am I going crazy?
Yeah, there's somebody flying in right now.
Oh, a cannon. I'll take cannon. Where's the person? Oh, person there. Hit for a little bit.
Yeah, up on the hill. As well. Oh, yeah, he's like right here. I'm dead. Know how I didn't see him. I've got like 80 on him, I think. Okay.
You hit like 80 on him, and I did not do anything like that damage.
Alright, good.
Oh, wow. Alright, well.
Prawn cocktail, cheese and onion.
Yeah, I don't rate cheese and onion that highly.
Okay.
You know, something like a steak or a smoky bacon or something like that is probably up there.
What is this? What is steak?
No, like a flame grilled steak, like a beef flavored.
It just tastes like beef.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not a thing in the States. I'm gonna tell you.
What do you think a beef flavored chip would taste like?
I mean, probably.
Do you think it would taste like beef, or do you think it would taste like chicken? Let's break it down. Like let's
this was not the part that I was questioning. To be fair, it was the fact that anything was just flavored like meat. But
why is
this like barbecue?
Crazy? Chips? No, it's like there's no sweetness. It's like a
it's like you take
sour beef.
It's like you take the
hockey.
It's like you take the hockey. It's like you take the packet out of the beef ramen and then flavor it on the chips.
It's like beef stock. Yeah, exactly. Like OXO cubes, like beef stock sort of style. Yeah, like rubbed on a crisp. Yeah.
Really weird, for the record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with the kind of weird.
Dude, we need to next time you're here, we'll do a
full taste test. Record it. It goes
test.
to YouTube. It'll be
absolutely
flawless. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. You also said another one there after beef or steak.
Smoky bacon.
Also weird.
It's a bacon flavor. It's bacon.
Okay.
So bacon is
once
like
again more meat that you're flavoring. I understand what bacon is. Thanks. Still weird. This whole like meat flavored. All your frickin' chips have some form of meat in front of the name of them. You got prawn cocktail. You got steak. You got bacon. You got chicken flavored chips over there.
Yeah, roast chicken. Why is that?
It's wild, man. It's weird. It's actually just weird.
It's great.
Don't care what anybody says is weird.
You know what I really don't like in chips is cheese flavored chips. They can go F themselves. They are awful. They are genuinely awful. It's just like eat cheese. Don't eat chips with cheese on them.
I know
you're gonna say, oh, you rub your meat cubes on your
Well,
chips.
it's weird for sure.
We're spicy here, by the way.
Oh, okay. I actually tend to agree with you on cheese flavored snacks. However, I make a couple of exceptions. Freaking love goldfish for some odd reason. Not sure if you guys have goldfish.
Not really a chip though, right? Like that's.
It's not a chip. No, that is a snack
thing
for sure. Yeah, that's a cracker, is what we would call them.
Yeah.
But in terms of cheese flavored chips, I do still love a Dorito.
The cheesy ones are the worst Dorito flavor. By a wide margin.
Actually think I agree with you, but I still like them.
Yeah, they're also not super cheesy, if that makes sense. It doesn't really.
They're not
taste cheesy.
Yeah,
you know?
they're more. They got like that like spicy thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, there's common ground here. This is building diplomatic relations between our two nations.
Yep. Next step is removing all carnivorous meat related potato chips. but
What have you got against the
it's
meat?
weird.
Oh, there's a dinosaur here.
Okay.
It's a velociraptor.
Yeah, I killed it. It just dropped some meat, which you'll probably turn into
Stick it on a chip.
sometime soon. I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, there's a boy.
I don't know where. Dude, the graphics are like too good in this game now on my computer. I can't see anything.
Oh no.
Like, this is such a first world problem that the graphics are too good. He's on the... Oh, what the hell you got, brother?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's called Bender's Shiny Metal Ray Gun.
Okay.
I presume the Futurama guy?
Might be a Futurama collaboration. I'm like dying, so I'm running away right now.
I've got a shield for you if you want it.
That'd be amazing, honestly.
Where you at? Down here.
I'm with you. Thanks. So okay, that was chips, crisps, whatever. What the hell were we talking about before that?
Stuff you hate.
Stuff I hate.
Yeah.
Let me consult the list again. Here's something that I hate. Y'all don't do iced tea.
No, not at all.
And when I got iced tea at a place because I wanted some iced tea, they brought out
like it. Yeah.
like carbonated juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was kind of like, this is not iced tea. However, let me go on the flip side. Your guys' lemonade, like 100% trumps the States. Your lemonade rocks. It's
Really?
so good. Yeah. Because in the States, like, is not carbonated. It's just basically like lemon juice and water, and then about 1.5 gallons of sugar in it.
It's
And
yeah,
this was
I mean,
more like lemon soda, and it was amazing.
yeah, like Sprite. It was
Yeah,
probably
it was Sprite, but
Yeah.
without lime is the difference.
Oh. There's it's weird, but I think what you said earlier about the fructose corn syrup is like the stuff just tastes different. It tastes less sweet, I guess. Maybe.
Yes, I think that's a big part of it. And
A nice palate cleanser, you know.
It was it was really good. I enjoyed the lemonade a lot. I was confused as hell the first time that I got it because I expected American lemonade.
Sure.
And, you know, I basically I'll out myself here. We were at a pub and I just got like a whiskey and lemonade, which apparently is really weird. People told me that's weird.
I don't know. You know, there's a lot of elitism around whiskey. Oh, down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I literally don't have any long-range guns, so I'm completely worthless. I can throw a big bush at them, but
Oh wow.
that probably
That'll
actually made
scare
it
'em.
significantly worse now to shoot them.
Oh, how did I take damage there?
I need to run away. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, we're not in
I'm
good fighting
not
shape,
fit
are we?
for this fight, so I'm running the bridge.
Can we recruit this guy here?
We can try. Say a little hello. I forgot that I could pickaxe walls and tried to shoot down the wall.
Oh my.
Okay, I now have 3 machine guns. He's got an explosive repeater rifle.
I'll take a tactical pistol.
Okay.
Thank
Here's a blue SMG if you care.
Thank you.
And then, you got those bandages? I'm gonna pop this medkit.
Yeah.
All right.
I got one pod each.
Cool. Let's see what else I found weird. I know we talked about this one with you, but the fact that you guys call crosswalks zebra crossings.
Yeah, zebra crossings actually. Yeah.
Yep. Understand that it's pronounced differently, but still weird. But the one that's even weirder is the fact that the ones I at least understand it looks like a zebra, so you call it a zebra crossing.
Yeah.
But the fact that you call the other crossings where there's a button the pelican crossing, even though
Yeah.
there's no relation to pelicans whatsoever in that exchange.
There's probably like, oh my god, there's 2 legendary chests here. What the heck? Oh, you want this one by the way?
Sure. If you want that, feel free.
I'll take it.
You go ahead, take this shield here.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, I don't understand the pelican crossing thing. But I do like the fact that all of them make like a lot of noise when you hit the buttons. Like, they're all great. It's either like loud noises, or it's like little beep beeps, or it's like Buzz Lightyear space laser noises. Like there's a million different sounds. They're all good.
I find that comment really interesting. You were saying how everything is so walkable here, or relatively walkable.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that like goes without saying that's amazing.
I never really considered that. You know, it's not something that I've ever really thought about.
Yeah. No, I mean we can't walk anywhere. It's just it doesn't really exist in the States. You just drive to, oh great, getting in a car with you again.
What's the thing on the map? The
it's a little it's a little like cache that we can stand by, and then it will activate, and we'll get loot from it. I do want to let it be known that in a Fortnite episode, I openly announced that I would never get in a car with you ever in my life because of how horrible you drive in this game. And then proceeded to get in a car with you for 7 hours the day after your wedding. And you proceeded to drive us more or less off the road through a pothole-ridden, basically barren countryside of Scotland.
I mean,
do you remember that part of the trip?
I think you. Oh, we. It was so awful.
Just gotta run that one back one more time. not done with my list yet, so I'm running it back one more time.
Oh, that was what my driving was like IRL.
Yep.
Actually, wasn't
more
it?
or less, to be honest with you. Pretty accurate.
Oh. That was I can't believe that. That was great. But no, you got in the car with me whilst I was driving.
Yep. Biggest mistake.
It was, you know, for the most part, it was uneventful.
Mistake.
Which was a good thing, I suppose, in terms of car crashes. Of which there was none, I would hasten to clarify.
There wasn't. That's true.
You know, it was...
Sure. It was fun.
It was a good time.
It was fun. Okay, I have like 5 more things on my list.
Okay, hit me.
So actually, like, a noticeable difference in Scotland versus in the States, it is significantly brighter for longer. Like,
really?
You guys, it's like 10 o'clock at night and it's still bright outside.
Really? What time's the sunset with you guys?
So during the summer, it's like 9 o'clock, it's dark out already. And in the winter, 5 o'clock it's dark.
That's really strange.
So we were almost, at least I was, Anna and I were definitely jet lagged, like a good chunk of the trip.
Yeah.
Even though we did everything in our power not to be. Like we did all the correct things to fight jet lag. But I think a part of it was like 4:30 in the morning, it's bright outside already for you guys, and then 10 o'clock at night is bright outside. So like our bodies are just not programmed with the light levels in Scotland. And I think it's just like your guys' closeness to the North Pole or some garbage like that makes it brighter. I don't know.
Okay, and you just weren't a fan of it, or you were a fan of it?
I mean, to be honest with you, I love having more daylight. I think that's great. It's just it was weird. Like, it was one of those things I never expected to be in a position where the days were longer there.
Yeah.
But so that was weird.
Okay. Keep it coming.
You definitely mentioned, and this is not an orbital potato joke, but you mentioned that you guys have a potato holiday for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you just like get off of school for 2 weeks for quote potato holiday.
Yeah.
Weird. All right.
The tatty holidays.
Yep.
Google it.
It's weird.
It's a thing.
It's weird, and I'm extremely jealous about it But
What, because you want more potatoes in your life?
I want more holidays based around potatoes in my life, where I can get off of work and school for celebrating a starchy root vegetable. Yeah,
That's...
would love more of those. Thanks.
We all dance around the field, you know?
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. There was a lot of dancing that occurred in the 4 days I was there, so it would not surprise me that you worship the tater lords or something in a field.
So, I mean, you got into the dancing.
I did. I danced.
I should clarify. So at the wedding, we had this is a. So had you ever heard the phrase Kaylee before?
Nope.
You came?
And I was even more like alarmed by it when you originally sent the invite to the wedding, and on the invitation it had the word Kaylee, but I could not for the life of me determine how that was actually pronounced. So I brought it up to you as, I think my exact words were, "What the hell is a Seelida?" And then you laughed for kind of like how you just did.
I still don't know what a Seelida is. I'm still waiting to find out.
But
It's yeah. It was, so we had that traditional thing, and that was like, you know, traditional Scottish dance. How did you find it? Give me your hot take
I
on.
loved every second of it, except for the fact that I'm like horrible at dancing and keeping a rhythm with my feet. Like I'm very actually good at keeping a beat in terms of like making music. I'm good at that.
Sure.
I cannot. The going brain to feet does not work for me unless it's just
Look,
like tapping the beat.
You're just lucky that we didn't have our guests play puzzle games. Honestly, I mean, otherwise you would have been.
I would have been boned. That's so true. That is so true.
It's yeah. I mean, okay, and also, of course, we need to talk about the fact, more importantly than anything else, you were in a kilt.
I did wear a kilt. Yeah.
Talk me through it. All the emotions, all the process. How did you feel?
So I will bring this up, okay? In the back channels of Discord that you guys don't see, obviously Orbital saw it because I messaged him about it. I asked him, I was like, hey, how do I get a kilt? And he went, go to this address, just show up the day before the wedding, and they will get you a kilt. And I went, you sure? Like, they don't need my measurements beforehand? Like, not going to be a problem that I'm showing up the day before the wedding? And you went, no, it's fine. Everything will be okay. Don't worry about it. And I showed up at the kilt place, and I went, hey, Orbital Potato told me that I could just show up here the day before his wedding and get a kilt. And the guy looked at me and went, I don't know why the hell he thought that, because I definitely would have never told him that. And I went, all right. Have a good day. And he went, nah, I'll find you one. And then I got a kilt. But I did blame you like a little bit during that entire exchange.
You know what? I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, I don't know what the heck he was grumping about, because that's exactly what somebody in his store told me. He literally said, you know, just bring him in as soon as possible. We'll get him a kilt. There's nobody else booked in on the day. It's fine.
Okay. Yep.
And you know what? It's just a grumpy old man.
Yep. So then I'll walk you through the process. After that exchange, he basically walked me over to all the kilts and the jackets, and he went, here's the ones that we have available, and he pointed to like 8 of them. He was like, pick one of those. And I went, all right. And then he went, well, you're not going to fit in most of these, so you can have your choice of these 4. And I went, okay, 4's still good. And then he went, oh, but also you can't wear this one because that's what the groom is wearing, and you can't wear this one because that's what his dad's wearing. And I went, all right. He goes, so you got your choice of these 2. And I went, all right, the one on the left.
and you know what?
That's what it
really suited you. I got to be honest.
Thank you.
It really did.
Thank you. It's my clan's colors.
Yeah, good try. You almost said that with a straight face.
it was very. I was gonna then proceed to like make a joke I really shouldn't have, so I just proceeded to laugh instead, and thought that was a better better use of my time. So
So how did you feel? I mean, you looked very at home in a kilt.
Thank you.
You really did.
Honestly, I felt pretty good. I think that if I didn't have to wear it for all 13 hours of your wedding, I would have liked it even more.
Yeah.
But by like the maybe 10-hour point in the middle of the Kaylee, I was like, I thought about just going naked at your wedding, but I figured that people might have looked weird at me. If
Politeness
I did that.
dictated otherwise.
Yes, yeah. Because it started to get like when it gets a little hot and sweaty from all the dancing. Like it starts to just feel overbearingly large on you, and it was
tag team that anime.
There, guy coming. In here.
Yeah.
He's dead too.
Nice.
But other than that, I mean, I love the experience. I'd happily wear a kilt again. I find it difficult to believe I will probably ever wear one ever again.
You never know.
You never know, but I probably know. It's like, unless you happen to get married again, which I don't think is going to happen because you're in a lovely committed relationship that I witnessed the first wedding of. But
it's okay. We've already talked about divorce. It's actually fine. It's
all right.
fine.
Well, then I'll be at the second wedding and I'll wear a kilt.
It was just, I don't know, because we were discussing, I think we actually discussed it on the day. There's something about like the weight of it. So for those that don't know, it has got a lot of weight, and it's very unusual, I think, for anybody, guys, girls, whatever, to be wearing such a significant amount of weight, like, beneath the belt. Of course, I'm pretty used to, a significant amount of weight beneath the belt, due to...
Yep, your massive thighs.
Due to my massive thighs.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
But it's a strange thing, and you just have a little bit of swagger, I think, when you go around.
Yeah, it's I mean, I would argue that it's almost not that I would know anything about this for what it's worth. I don't think it's like wearing a dress for women.
No, it's not. It's way heavier.
It's
it is
way
knitted.
heavier.
It's knitted wool.
Yeah. So
really heavy.
You can kind of do like the swaying back and forth, and it doesn't move a lot.
No.
Like it just kind of, and it's pretty snug on you too. And that was the one thing, like when I was at the kilt place, the guy, he was basically like my grandfather teaching me how to put a suit on. Like I was completely clueless on everything. And he was basically like, you're going to take it, you're going to go into that little room, which for the record, the dressing room was
tiny. Yeah.
Maybe the size of like two of me sideways. Like it was puny. You're going to go in there, you're going to tie this, do this, do that, tie this, and then it's going to be on you. And I was like, all right, sure, I'll do that. So I go into the dressing room. I thought I did a great job putting it on. And I walked out and I went, how'd I do? And the guy went, it's completely wrong. And he proceeded to more or less shove his hand down my kilt and rearrange it to fit better. And then he was like, this is not on tight enough. And after 10 minutes of dancing, you are going to be naked. And I was like, all right, let's tie it a little tighter then. And you tie that thing tight, like way tighter than I think you would expect to tie it.
It is
for a normal person.
Yeah. That's the thing, because I don't know if you noticed, but like I literally did not take my jacket off for the entire day, because if I took it off, my white shirt would be see-through. I was so hot. Like,
it was very warm for when you start dancing. Like it very warm.
It gets spicy.
Yeah.
It gets spicy.
Yeah, and it's a lot of weight and it's hot. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's but it gives you like this swagger. It just you feel good.
You feel
it's
good.
Like,
I'm with you.
I like it, and
I agree.
I've had this conversation before about like whenever I eat like porridge or oats in the morning, I feel connected to like generations of like, Scottish peasants that have come before me. I feel the same way with wearing a kilt,
Okay, yeah. You were kind of bodying people with the DMR at one point, right?
Yeah.
Do you want a purple one?
Yes, please.
All right.
Where are you?
Right here.
Are you down there? Oh, thank you.
No, so like on the same topic, on to the next topic, but related because I'm so good at segueing content. Oh, we have to like really.
Yeah, we
go.
gotta hustle.
Yeah, did not realize that. Once you're all hot and sweaty from the kilt, the only thing I was looking forward to upon getting home from your wedding was a hot shower. And gotta tell you, the entire existence of the EU, including the UK in this EU chart, you guys have no clue how to make a shower.
I don't even actually understand. Oh my god. I just did a thing. I'm really sorry. I'm coming. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm a liability.
Yep. All those things are accurate.
Anyway, I don't know how to make a shower. Tell me about that.
No clue how to make a shower. All of your guys' showers, and this was in each hotel we were in, and I will tell you it was the same when we were in Europe last time as well. Your guys' showers don't close all the way. Like, it's a half of a shower.
What are you talking about?
So like, when you have the glass door to your shower, right? Where it's like a glass pane that is not allowing the entire... You're basically not soaking your entire bathroom when you shower.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You guys only do half of the glass pane instead of just having a glass door where you can enter into your shower.
I think that's a hotel thing, though.
Okay, and that at least makes me feel a little bit better, but I felt horrible because the hotels were basically, like, every time I'd take a shower, I would have to mop the floor after because I soaked the entire bathroom.
That's definitely a hotel thing, like a wet room sort of vibe, you know?
Yeah, it felt like I was in a locker room every time I took a shower.
We're a little surrounded here, by the way.
Yeah, there's a war zone going on. Bunch of people over there.
Oh my god.
They're
going upstairs to this rock thing.
Okay, come to me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's go up to the rock thing. Just run into that thing.
Oh my god.
Do not go up there.
Okay.
Fly away. Go this way.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because there were like 5 people on top of that thing.
Yeah,
so.
it looks mad. I'm with you.
We're gonna run away. So yeah, hate the showers.
Yeah.
Really, really quite bad in every way. And I only have one final thing to bring up as we move into the final. There's a guy here too, man. They're everywhere, actively everywhere. He's looking right at me. Only one thing to bring up as we move into the final part of this one.
Sure.
Your guys' version of like Uber Eats, right?
Yeah.
It's called Deliveroo.
Yep.
And
we also have Uber Eats though.
Just a happy little kangaroo.
Yeah.
And they have proceeded to, since I Deliverooed once in Dublin, I have proceeded to get at least 2 emails a day from Deliveroo since. And I don't think that they're going to be too happy delivering me food anytime soon. But I do love the name Deliveroo. I think that it's
pretty cutesy.
Top tier, really. I mean, it's an incredible name for a company. So...
Where's that boy, by the way? There's a boy nearby.
I don't know. I'm,
worried?
Yes, and I'm also coming back to you.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, you're invisible.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Just like your gameplay most of the time in Final Battles.
Oh, look.
It's good stuff.
Look,
I think they're in here, actually.
Just kill people, okay?
I'm gonna try.
I'm with you.
Give me one sec. We claimed this place, apparently.
Okay. It's ours now.
Interesting. It's all ours.
Suppressed assault rifle? I'll take
There
it.
is quite a lot here, if you need anything.
Yeah, we're quite good. I'd quite like some grenades. I've got some chuggy splashes, I think.
I also have some chuggy splashes, but they're like slightly different than normal chuggy splashes, so...
Yeah, I don't know what they do, though.
All right, we
Should
do
we
have to
go-
get in.
Yeah, go in the circle here. Sorry, I don't want to distract from, like, by talking about Fortnite.
I'm out. Like that's everything that I have about the trip. Again, it was lovely.
Yeah, what was your overall rating? Give me your overall, like...
So I'm actually being dead serious when I say this, and I don't want it to inflate your ego in any way. It was
the worst trip of your life.
Actually,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
9.5 out of 10, and we're already like looking to when we can go back to the UK, Scotland area.
I mean,
it was one of our favorite trips we've ever taken in our life.
Brilliant.
So
Absolutely.
like it
So
really
happy to
was
hear that.
great. Guy very close. Knocked.
Okay, good. This is a pretty good vantage point, actually, I feel, up here.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I like the rocks.
Boy over there.
Okay.
Oh, it's so close. Another
Guy
one?
right there. Good
How
shooting.
the heck? Boy again.
Good shooting. I'm getting absolutely flamed by somebody.
Is it a Cybertron cannon thing?
No, it was like a exploding rifle or something.
Honestly, as long as we hold it up here, I think we're okay. There's people like right over there behind that rock. Everybody's
Gotcha.
camping here.
We do have to get in though. Good shooting.
Just oh, I think that might be an NPC actually. Don't bother.
No, there's a real boy there too. Definitely a
Hiding
real boy.
amongst the
Hiding amongst
crowd.
the trees. There's a guy here still.
yeah. Just there.
Yep. Somebody rebooting? That's far though.
Oh, he's tagged. He's tagged. Apparently, I got to shotgun the tags.
He's cracked.
Oh, the reboot has happened?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, for God. Really? Okay.
Here.
Those bad men. Thank you. That's okay. I'm good. I've got...
Guy's running up right now. We're right on the edge of zone.
That's okay. That's okay. I feel like that's fine.
I agree, that's fine. There's people like everywhere.
Everywhere,
Yeah.
dude. That's a Cybertron cannon that he's got. Right over there.
We have to
Nice,
go
and
pretty far into them.
we don't have to go yet, though, do we?
Not yet, but
There's
soon.
still people over there.
Yeah.
Like there's a boy running, and there's another boy over there. There's lots. This is gonna be. We're gonna be running the gauntlet here. This is.
Yeah, it's a messy rotation for us. Very messy rotation. That is
Okay.
that's third party EBAN.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. All right.
But we got him?
You see, there's a guy on that hill still over there, at that
Yeah.
rock. We have to go to him and
Yeah, we have to go.
circle this. If we can hold this ridge, we'll be just kind of safe running in. Okay, we have to run. We gotta.
Yeah,
white
we have
line.
to run,
Yeah, we
run,
gotta
run,
white
run,
line.
run.
You're the one that needs it, brother.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You were not fine. You were down a lot of health.
I'm gonna go invis.
Okay.
God, where can we
This
go?
is horrid.
Yeah. Ridge up there, maybe? Treehouse?
Yeah. People very far. People at the treehouse. Keep going.
Oh my God. People down here?
Both dead.
Nice. Behind a tree?
Yep. Get to the
Oh,
tree.
we're good. We're good. We're good.
Heal. You gotta heal. Don't worry about me. It's all you.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. There's a Cybertron cannon or something.
Get to the house.
Oh my God! House
they're
on the
at
roof.
house.
Roof. Run! Oh, that's a nasty position. He's over the ridge. He's just on top. Ah! Robbed. But honestly, great game. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Got the blood pumping.
Game. Good game.
Yeah, it was a good one episode return to Fortnite. It didn't feel right to talk about the true wedding experience, especially when we brought up the wedding in the Fortnite series. Like chronologically, we put it's the two bookends, right? The first bookend is that first Fortnite episode, and then the other bookend is the last Fortnite episode. You know,
until the next last.
Until we
Fortnite
do
episode.
it, yeah, in a couple weeks probably. But it was good. It was good. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Orbital, again for inviting me to share in your special day, and then getting
Thank you for coming.
into an hour and 10-minute Fortnite episode to discuss your special day and everything that's wrong with your country. Look forward to the next Don't Starve episode. Go watch the Don't Starve series if you're not watching already. You get the same level of banter with a different game.
I look forward to the next wedding.
Thank you. It'll hopefully not be yours.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.